Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week because I am. Anyways, I had a beautiful week with the family. We're still in lockdown here in Nova Scotia, but all is good. It's okay. Kids are going back to school in 2 days. We're starting to get our liberty back, and we're having lots of fun. So, today is day 4 of our episodes, and there's 3 more to go. And next week will be pretty cool because next week is going to be LinkedIn. What is it tonight? I did say it. I did create an event. I hope everyone was watching and saw it. It's actually Instagram. What are we going to talk about tonight? So I'm just adding on my PowerPoint so that you guys can see what's going on as I'm going to be speaking. Like I mentioned the other times, I said put in the comments, hello, halal. Basically, just put the comments and I'm going to try to read them as we go. I'll try to answer your questions. Same layout as normal. We're going to see what the algorithm for Instagram is. How does it work? What to do? And then we're going to finish off with some tips and tricks. So, what is Instagram algorithm? How does it work? What is it? Do you guys know? Well, it's not that complicated. Like you see on the screen, all this gibberish. It's like a lot simpler than that. What is it exactly? So basically, the algorithm is based on 6 key factors. That's all you have to remember when you actually want to talk about the algorithm. So you Instagram people out there, very important that you put these things in place. If you want to beat the algorithm and be placed number 1 in your feeds, this is what you have to do. So, the 6 key factors: interest, relationship, timeliness, frequency, following, and usage. So those are the 6 factors. Now we're going to see them one by one and see exactly how it works. So let's start with the first one. The first one is basically the interest. We're going to start with the interest. And what is it exactly? So it's how much Instagram actually predicts what you care about on your posts. Now, how do they do that? Well, Instagram actually looks at your past activity. So what you've done in the past on Instagram is what's going to be considered for your present. So make sure that you're constant with what you do on Instagram. So be consistent. Stay in the same different groups. Stay in the same line of things you want to do. Don't go all over the place. Don't look at dogs one day and then look about electric vehicles the other. Don't start looking about the social media. Just try to keep the same center of interests all the time. So that is the very first one. You have to look at your interests. So what were you looking at before and what you're looking at now? I would even suggest if you did go all over the place in the past that you clean it up. If you're starting, you were talking about church a lot and then you're talking about social media, well, clean it up. Make sure that you try to stay with the same line of conduct that you want for your Instagram page to go and be consistent. That's the key word for your interest. Timeliness is how recent the posts are. So if you posted 6 months ago and you're just starting back up to post on Instagram, that's going to also have an impact on your algorithm. So make sure that you're constant and consistent with your posts. Make sure that everything is basically as frequent as possible. Instagram is owned by Facebook. So make sure that you do the same, follow the same rules of conduct. So basically, post 2 to 3 times a day and make sure that things are actually on a roll. Don't leave out big gaps of time because that is considered in your algorithm. The relationships, the accounts you regularly interact with. So are you always interacting with the same person? Many people? That's what's considered with the algorithm. So if you're speaking with people, not always the same ones, but people that are of importance, that have the same interests as you, see where I'm going with this? Keep your interests. If you've posted to them a few times, if they're posting or direct messaging to you, it's things that are actually taken considered of once we're talking about the algorithm. So your relationships is what you regularly interact with. So make sure that you actually take that into consideration. Very important. The frequency, is the fourth one. So how often do you actually open Instagram? Once a day? 5 times a day? Once a week? Every month? So that's important too. So try to make sure that you do open it at least once daily, and make sure that you see the posts that the Instagram algorithm actually sends to you. Go through your feed. Make sure that you at least have one or two posts in there that are actually being seen by people. Do you have likes? Do you have shares? So make sure that that does go through on your feed. Your following. That's number 5. So the following is basically the content from all accounts that a user normally follows. So basically, um, look around, follow thousands of accounts on Instagram. Don't just do 5 or 6. Go ahead, follow people, and they'll follow back, and then you'll grow your following like that. So that's very important. And if you're following like-minded people, well, of course, that like-minded people will actually create a center of interest for you guys. So that's very important. Make sure that you're following people that are actually linked to you. One common thing that I actually do is try to follow people that are in my field of work. I do that with my LinkedIn account. I do that with my Facebook account. I do that. Basically, go to the search bar at the top, write the field in which you work, and you can see people on your accounts that are actually in your field of work. So that's something that you can do, that they're in your center of interest. So try to get those people, and you can go onto their accounts and follow people that they're following. So that's how you actually create a larger amount of following and with the same interest. That's very important. Now, usage. That's a new key word that we haven't talked about since we've started this series. Usage on Instagram. So basically, how long do you actually spend on your Instagram account? So you open it, look at your feed, close it. That's not very good. So basically, open it, scroll around, go into your texts, go and see what people are actually saying, the comments, reply back, spend time on your account. Make sure that you are engaging with people. Make sure that people see that you're active on your account. Don't just open it, look at it, close it, or open it, post, close it. Take time. That's what it's there for, and that's how you're going to actually use the algorithm to your advantage. Okay? Now, what to do? The very first step is basically using the latest features. Embrace them. Make sure that you adopt those new features. If they put some new trending app or tool on Instagram, use it. Make sure that you integrate it in what you do, and make sure that people actually look at it, like it, and share it. So make sure that you're actually using and embracing it. Then you can have different posts. Don't always put photos. Put videos. Do like you do with Facebook, Twitter, and like you do on TikTok. Vary it. Videos. Don't just do 1-minute videos. Do 30 seconds, 15 seconds. You can share material from other different platforms. That's very important. So vary your material and posts on Twitter. Not Twitter. Lapses. So basically on your Instagram account. Now, the other factor that you can actually do is create a hashtag strategy. So like the other platforms, it's very important that you look at the hashtags. Make sure that you're using hashtags that you've actually verified before you actually include them in your strategy. But make sure that there's they're hashtags that are actually hashtags that can be used and are worth being used. If you go on a hashtag and there's silly nonsense on there, don't even bother using it. Create one for yourself that you'll be following and having fun with. So make sure that you have a good hashtag strategy. Too many computers. I can't follow up with you guys. Two other things. Focus on authentic engagement. What does that mean? Basically, Instagram will reward you with the engagement that you actually use. So instead of wasting energy on Instagram algorithm hacks, okay, focus on connections you build with your audience. Make sure that you reply to direct messages. So if people actually write to you in the comments on your posts, make sure that you reply directly back to them. That's very important. And that is what is going to actually make you stand out in your strategies. Another thing, the last one, basically, number 5, is basically use the analytics to see what's working. So there's a way to go see your analytics. That's not something we're going to cover today, but that's a tool that you can use that will actually get you out there and see exactly what's working and not for your strategies. So make sure that you actually look at what type of posts is working for you. So is it more photos? Is it more videos? So try to go with your analytics and make sure that the types of posts are used more often and that you apply a strategy that will work to grow your following and actually beat the algorithm. That's the whole purpose, okay? To see what works for you. What's the style of creative? So is it something funny, not funny? Is it going to be a slideshow? Is it going to be a montage? So try to look at that too. You'll see it all in your analytics and how your captions actually work. So is it a story? Is it just a short post? So make sure that you see in the analytics all of the different features and you'll be able to see something very important and strategic for you. We're talking a lot more strategy when we speak of Instagram and the algorithm and how to beat it. Now, 6 tips for Instagram. Post photo daily. Instagram is a photo-based platform, so make sure that you actually post daily, okay? Now, post video reels. So make sure that in the reels you put videos. Different from the other platforms we talked before. When we talk about the fleets and when we talk about the stories, those are not things that are considered in the algorithm. Instagram, it is. So make sure that you put videos in the reels, and that will actually boost your algorithm up. Reply to direct messaging. So if someone comments to you directly to your inbox, write back to them, because that is something that is not seen on different platforms, but direct messaging on Instagram is considered in the algorithm. So make sure that you do reply to people that write to you through direct message. Comments, make sure that you interact with the people that comment your posts. Very important on all platforms. That's what you have to do. If you can get people to actually interact between each other, do so. That's even better. Color grade your feed. So use colors. Very important. Colors are very important in what you do on all social media. Make sure that you have the colors, the brand that actually fits for you. So make sure that that is also considered for you. Turn on post notifications. Time is something that is very, very, very important. So make sure that you turn it on and that you can actually, oops. Thanks, Jose. I'm updating the sign. Andrea, you said sorry for wrong emojis, multitasking. Oops. I don't see no emojis, but that's okay. Hi, Andrea. Um, color grade your feed, sorry, and then turn on your post notifications. So that's very important. Time is extremely important. When we talk about Facebook in the very beginning, we do talk about timeliness. And there's also a feature on Facebook that actually tells you how much time it takes you to normally reply to someone. On this platform, it's very important that you actually reply as soon as possible because that will boost your algorithm by a lot. So make sure that that's done. Now we're at the very end of our little presentation. Do you guys have any questions? I see Andrea's here, Jose, Alal here that would like to actually ask questions about Instagram, or is everything okay? So Andrea, just a thumbs up if everything's okay. Alal, no questions? Okay. So to finish this off, very important, we're on LinkedIn, Google My Business, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So follow us on the different platforms. Make sure that you go through our Facebook account. There is a tab for YouTube and Twitter. Go and see the whole series. The 4 episodes are already posted. Right after this one, I will be posting live, the live to it. So Andrea, just go and see it, and you'll be able to look at all of the 4 episodes if you missed one. Next episode, like I said a little earlier on, it's going to be LinkedIn. So very important that you go and see LinkedIn. It's going to be very business. It's going to be completely different from the other platforms. You'll see the strategies are completely opposite to what we normally do. And then the week after, we're going to go over Google My Business, and we're going to finish everything off with YouTube, the ultimate YouTube. That is going to be awesome. So guys and girls, make sure that you actually subscribe to our YouTube and go and see our different episodes. So on that note, take care everyone. Have a beautiful week. And if there's anything, feel free to give us a shout. We're always available for you guys. Take care.